Okay, so I'm hoping my hair doesn't stick out too much here. But anyway, now that that vanity issue is out of the way. Um, so here's the thing. I got a PET scan recently, and there's 3 spots. Fingers crossed, those 3 spots don't mean anything. Um, fingers crossed that they just go away. I'm going to have an MRI in a couple of weeks, and that will tell, I guess, my doctors and me whatever there is to know. I don't want to get emotional here. But this is emotional for me, so I might. So last year, before I was diagnosed, I had the thought that it would be really cool to get on the road, drive around this country, and just really have an adventure. And, kind of was something that I was brewing, and then everything came to a screeching halt once I got chemo and all that. And I even wondered at some point if I was going to make it through that. It was tough and scary and so many things. So anyway, November was my last chemo, and now it's almost a year later, and it could be back. Now, I don't know for a fact it is, so I'm not going to say to you it is. Some people have told me it would be a great story with what I'm about to tell you if I made it dramatic, but I don't want it to be dramatic. I don't want it to be that I'm on my last legs. I want to be around for a while. Having said that, I don't know if I am. So, this is the thing. I want to drive around the country some. I don't know how much driving I can do. There is someone I know. Her name is Ayngel Overson. She goes by Boshemia online. And she is somebody I've met through Twitter. We actually haven't physically met, but we've met through Twitter. And she's got this crazy idea. She wants to drive around the country too. So we were thinking of maybe doing an RV, and we were thinking about, maybe renting a car. We were thinking about me driving out to her because she's in Colorado, and then going from there. We were thinking about it might be better / less expensive if we just had the car and stayed in a hotel. We were thinking about doing an Indiegogo promotion for it. We were thinking about seeing if we can get sponsors, like a hotel sponsor. Maybe a car rental place would sponsor us. Maybe, give us a car to use. Maybe a car dealership would do the same. We'll have expenses on the road. We'll have gas. Maybe a gasoline company or somebody like that would sponsor it. Both of us are really the type of people who would be more than happy to share, and promote people who would be willing to help make this happen. We would be video blogging when we're doing this. We would be actually blogging when we're doing this. And we would write up a book of our experience of traversing the areas that we traverse. Now, that's still up in the air at the moment. And if I take a trip, part of it will be by myself. So I'll go from the East Coast to Colorado, probably one way. And then when I'm done with her, I'll come back from Colorado to the East Coast by myself another way. So there'll be opportunities for me to stop, meet people, interview people. I'll be doing my radio show on the road. There's all kinds of opportunities here. And it may seem obvious to say this, but time is of the essence. If cancer's back, it's the kind of thing that if things were to get worse, I would have to possibly have major surgery again, and have chemo again, and this won't happen. And heaven forbid things really go south. So I am looking at doing this probably the beginning of June-ish to sometime in July-ish. So basically that means that she and I have about a month to put this together. We're talking about what we need in terms of money if we're going to actually do this with cash. And the estimate's probably, I think, no more than $15,000. I need to really figure out what that would be, and then I can get back to anybody who would be interested. But right now, I'm putting this video together because I want you to know what I want to do, and I want you to know, people sometimes say, how can I help you? Well, you can help me if you can help me find sponsors, if you can find people who would be interested. Maybe we'll have individual sponsors, for a few bucks. You can have a banner on a website we'll put together. I'm all ears if you think that there's a way you can help us make this happen. She has written a book about being a survivor of abuse. So she talks about survivorship. We want to do talking, so we would, wherever we go, if there's an opportunity to speak to an audience, we would love to do that. It's a big deal, and I'm sure many people probably spend months and years sometimes planning things like this, but I don't know if I'll have the time. So I got to make something happen. And if this happens to be a scare, and if this happens not to be anything, and this happens not to be my last legs, then all the better. I really want something amazing to come out of this, and I'm fairly certain it will. It's not like me just taking a vacation. It will be me working, me probably pushing myself harder than I need to be pushing myself, but I think it'll be really great. So I'm sorry for getting emotional for anybody who is empathic, because I know it's hard sometimes when I do this, but I really need help to pull this together. And I often say I don't really have the most compelling cancer story because I don't have kids, I'm not married, I don't have that great love story. I'm not, a celebrity or anything. I'm kind of hoping somehow, some way, this will be a story that people will be interested in, and they would be interested in seeing our journey, and seeing what's going on. People read my blog, relatetocancer.com, and tell me all the time how they enjoy it. So just imagine, and they've enjoyed my radio show in past too, so just imagine how much more I could do for people, how much more I could offer if I had this opportunity. So if you can help in any way, whether it's money, sponsorship, know somebody who could sponsor, would be willing to help find sponsors, anything, please be in touch. You can email me at e@jolope, JOLOPE.com, which, by the way, stands for joy, love, and peace. Even a picture of my recent PET scan is up on my blog, so you can really see me naked. I guess that's it for now. So there'll be more to come once we have more details, once we figure things out. But if anybody out there is watching and they can help us figure it out, help us plan it, help us make it happen, please, please, please be in touch. You can also pick up the phone if you want. And I'm trying to think what number to call. I'll be back in touch about that one, because I'm trying to figure out the best way for you to be in touch. So, but for now, just email e@jolope, JOLOPE.com, or contact me on Facebook, facebook.com/jolope, JOLOPE. And let's make something really beautiful happen. I'd be happy to be that conduit. So, thanks for listening, and thanks for any help you may offer.